how's it going? It's me, Betty Jean. Today I'm super excited because I'm doing a first impressions on the new Ace Beaute Nostalgia palette. Now, I'm gonna sound like a broken record because I talk about this all the time, but just in case anyone's new, my makeup budget right now is pretty much non-existent, so this palette didn't initially draw me in enough to warrant trying to find money in my budget to spend on it, which was unfortunate because I did think it was really cute. It was just one of those things where I'm like, can I justify $40 right now? Probably not. I'll probably have to skip on this one, but then Ace Beaute slid in my DMs and they offered to send it to me, which was super cool. They've never sent me anything before and they're one of my favorite eyeshadow brands, so that was just such a cool moment. Ace Beaute, if you watch this, thank you so much. I'm so thankful that I get the chance to play with this palette. When I saw the packaging for the outside, I got super pumped because the Flare palette's been one of my favorite palettes forever and I adore my Oceanic, and I could tell that this was the same kind of layout as far as the size goes. So I was super excited to see what the inside looked like, and the inside, well, it doesn't match the outside in my opinion, like hardly at all. I think it's super fun, super cute, very summer. When I first looked at it, it reminded me a lot of the Feral palette from Menagerie, but now that I see it like in person, I don't really feel like that anymore. To me, this doesn't completely dupe anything that I have in my collection. I'm sure I have like similar tones because I have a huge eyeshadow collection, but I don't really have a color story exactly like this. To me, this is very fun, very summer. It's kind of like late summer, kind of gearing into fall, which is perfect for this time of year. I feel like this could easily turn from summer looks into fall looks very nicely. I'm very pleased with the amount of mattes in the shade choices because I have so much inspiration right now, especially seeing it in person. Like, so many ideas are whirling through my mind. I do plan on doing an IGTV video with this, so stay tuned for that, and I do plan on doing a multiple looks video, so stay tuned for that as well. This palette is already available unless it's sold out, but as of right now that I'm filming this, it is not sold out, and I'm aiming to get this uploaded today. So this palette also claims to have a new and improved formula, which really drew me in. Honestly, that curiosity aspect drew me into this palette more than anything because I was like, I really want to see what's new and improved about it, because I'm one of those people that never had a problem with Ace Beaute's formula in the first place. I've always loved it. I love all of their palettes. I have them in a cute little basket behind me. I love their stuff, so I was very intrigued to see what could be different about it now. But yeah, we played with the palette today. This is not a review. I repeat, this is not a review. This is only my very first time playing with the palette. I'm really excited to continue playing with it because, like I said, looking at this palette in person, I have a lot of ideas of looks I could do, so I'm excited to create them and share them with you. Let's just hop into the look. After I'm done creating this, I will give you my thoughts thus far. Hey, how's it going? I'm so excited to play with this palette. I want to play with the pinks and purples, maybe a pop of that turquoise, maybe a pop of that yellow. I have a rough idea, I guess. I'm gonna start by priming with the Smashbox lid primer in light. It's my favorite primer, so that's what I want to use today. Considering this is supposed to be a new and improved formula, I want to make sure I'm using a primer that I know works great. And I'm not going to set it because I don't prefer to set my eyeshadow primer. You do whatever works best for you. By the way, I actually used this flower shade as my blush today, and I think it's so pretty. As soon as I saw that shadow in the palette, I was like, that's gonna be a good blush. I really want to start with this Neon Picnic and swirl that all through my crease and a little on the lower lash line. I think that's gonna be beautiful as just like a nice halo around all the depth and cutting and shimmers and all that good stuff that I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna take that on this Kaleidos S1 brush. I love my Kaleidos brushes, and I just want a big fluffy brush for this. I'm just gonna lightly tap it on because I don't know how insanely pigmented this is gonna be, because my other Ace Beaute palettes are insane pigmentation right off the bat. So just going in gentle, holding the very end of my brush so I don't have too much pressure, so I have a little bit more control of the saturation. It's so pretty. It's not like as bam neon as I thought it was gonna be, but it's still like quite bright. And that's also with just a teensy little bit of powder, so I would say so far these are just as pigmented as I would have expected. Just building up this shadow a teensy bit more just to, I don't know, pack the punch. I'm feeling wild today. I'm gonna take a teensy little bit of that and start working that under that lower lash as well, just to keep everything nice and connected and cute. Really like this shade of pink, actually. I think it's really nice. I feel like that blended really easy. I don't have a problem with my other Ace Beaute palettes. I know it's very like polarizing on if people like them or not. I've personally never had an issue, but I will say I feel like this did blend out a bit faster than I'm used to, but I also didn't used to have issues. So this is just like even better, which is nice. I'm gonna take this shade Camping now, this kind of like, I don't know how to describe it, like almost like a raspberry pinky reddy kind of color. I'm gonna take a smaller blending brush. This is my Luxie 229. And I am going to do a half cut crease with this because that's one of my favorite placements for my personal eye shape. So I am going to put heavier focus in my outer corner, a little on that lower lash. I am going to carry it through the crease, but I do want most of that focus to be out here. It's a really pretty color as well. I do feel like these are blending just a little bit smoother. And again, I loved the original formula, but I feel like maybe if you had a problem with them initially, maybe you'll like it better now, because this seems to just be applying and blending like with such ease. I'm barely having to work. I'm going to take that first blending brush I had, no additional product, just to help blend and merge those colors together even more. But again, I'm really not having to work too hard. Oh, just look at that. Love these colors, so cute. I'm going to deepen up the outer corner and lower lash a little bit more with raspberry. I love how I called this like a raspberry tone, and this shade right here is literally called raspberry. Although I wouldn't call that a raspberry tone. I think that's a little too purple, but whatever you want to do. I'm just using a smaller brush. This is an e.l.f. Pointed Eye Pencil Brush. I'm just going to pack this in that outer corner, really add some more depth. I don't feel like this shade is as dark as I was expecting from the palette, but it's still a really cute color. It's still adding depth like I wanted. I just thought it was going to be a little bit darker, but that's okay. There is a brown in here. I could always go in with that, but I think this will suffice just fine. Taking just a little bit more of that to pop in my outer area. Oh man, I was going to leave a lot of my lower lash line blank for that turquoise, and I totally forgot. That's okay, I'll make it work. I'm gonna keep this purple focused out here though. I'm not gonna drag that all the way across. Goodness gracious, I like got so distracted by these pinks that I forgot my initial plan. I'm gonna take that second blending brush I had with the Camping shade just to help smudge that purple out a teensy bit more. And again, taking that first blending brush, and again, no additional product, just to help blend this stuff out further. I feel like that's so soft and pretty. I'm very happy with that. Cool. I do want to work on that lower lash line. I'm going to take Theme Park, that cute shade right here. I definitely shouldn't have packed as much pink as I did down here because these colors are getting a little contrasting, but I'm just going to try to keep this just very heavy focused in the front little quarter. I'm not going to do a whole lot of like blending and squishing these together because I'm not trying to get things to muddy out. I just wanted a little pop of color down here. I think that'll be really cute. And again, I'm just kind of tapping. I'm not really sweeping, just to kind of get a little bit of that color down here. I'm going to take just a clean little blending brush just to buff the edge of this greeny, bluish, turquoisey kind of color, just to help soften it a bit. And then very lightly, I'm just lightly kind of going in between those two shades so it can flow a little bit nicer. I like that little pop down there. It's different. Once I have like mascara on down there, it's all gonna like bring that together. Ooh, I think that's a cool little color combination. I like that little contrast. For the cut, I was gonna do just heat, but I don't feel like that's gonna look like that much impact. So I do wanna cut it first with fun and then have it blend down into heat, because I think the heat by itself is just gonna look, it's just gonna look like I just did pink, and there's no real point in doing a cut crease if I'm gonna do that. And this gives me the excuse to play with 2 of the 3 shimmers, so that's cool. NYX Glitter Primer, of course. I use NYX Glitter Primer with every shimmer ever. Not only does it make my shimmers pop more, but it also helps me get really precise if I'm doing anything cut creasy. This is the e.l.f. Flat Eyeshadow Brush. Any flat brush will do you good. And I'm just gonna kind of go right above my natural crease and kind of follow my eyeball shape. This is just what I've found works good for me. You do you. It's a very personal thing, kind of figuring out where you want your cut to be on your eye shape. All right, dipping into Fun, that really cute yellow shimmer. I'm gonna just take that exact same brush and I'm going to press that up against where I want that cut to be. Ooh, this pop of yellow in the mix is actually really freaking cute. I like that. This color combo is giving me like 90s cartoon vibes, or like old school Barbies with the turquoise and the pink. I think it's cute. I'm just kind of taking it right into where everything is really deepening up. That's kind of where I'm gonna stop it. And I do like my multi-shimmer cut creases to be kind of at a diagonal rather than straight up and down. So I am making sure I'm just kind of following just kind of that diagonal. Going into heat now, I'm going to take the other side of that brush, just the clean side, and I'm going to press that right underneath. Oh, that's such a pretty shimmer pink. I'm really glad I added that pop of yellow though. I think that contrast in there made a world of a difference. Ooh, that's cute. Wow, I love that. Ace Beaute shadows never do me dirty. I mean, the Flare palette's been my favorite palette for a couple years now, but this is definitely like even easier to work with. I'm very pleased with this. And I feel like the shimmers pop just a teeny bit more. I've always liked their shimmer formula. It's never been like my #1 favorite because it's not like the most insanely metallic. Like they're very pretty, but it's just not my #1 favorite. But this seems to be just a teeny bit more metallic and reflective. I like it. I'm just gonna kind of go back and forth between the pink and the yellow just a little bit more because I feel like there could be just a little bit more of a seamless blend there. But overall, I really like this just placement. I love that pop of turquoise down here. That gives it kind of a grungy effect. I do think I want water slide in my inner corner just as like a really bright pop of yellow. I'm just taking a pencil brush for that. And I'm just going to press that. That's a vibrant yellow. Wow, it's so pretty. I'm trying not to do a whole lot of blending and sweeping because I don't want this to all turn like neon green, and I'm not trying to turn my pinky yellow into like an orange. I want to keep it all very like distinct. I want it to blend enough, but not like so insane. I am going to top it with a little bit of my face highlight just because I do like a shimmer in my inner corner as well. This is Diamond Dasher from Kaleidos. There isn't really an inner corner highlight shade in this palette, so I'd say just use like whatever your face highlight is or dip into another palette. You do you. It's easy for me to just use my face highlight. And I'm just adding just a little bit of that over top, not to cover up the yellow, but just simply to add a little bit of sheen. And this has a little bit of a pink shift, which is really going to complement what's going on. I really like this color combination. It's kind of weird, but it's like really fun. I'm going to repeat this on the other eye, throw on like my lashes, lips, all that good stuff, and we will get back to the video and I will give you some thoughts. All right, this is look #1. What do we think? I think it's really fun. It's very, I don't know, it's almost like last party of the summer. That's what this reminds me of. Not that we're doing any parties this summer. I wouldn't do a party in the summer anyways. I don't really like summer, but I like the colors. I think it's cute. The eye pencil I decided to pair with this is the Fiery Lip Pencil from LA Girl. I just wanted to kind of go with that very warm, pinky kind of feel. The lashes I'm wearing are from MOTD Cosmetics. They're called Pose. I just wanted something, I don't know, I guess small today. And on my lips, I went with Hungry Eyes from Menagerie, but I just kind of put some dots around my lips and then patted it out so it was a little bit more of a blotted effect. I didn't really want that full opaque drawn in lipstick moment, you know? But yeah, this is the look. I hope you like it. I think it's very fun. Let's zoom out and I'll give you my thoughts thus far. Hello, I've returned. This is my final form. I'm complete. I feel very cute. I love this look. It's also very carnival. Now that I'm looking at myself from far away, I feel very carnival-esque with this, and I think it's just very fun. So far, I'm pleasantly happy with this, which I didn't expect to be disappointed because, like I've said 500 times in this video, I never had a problem with their formula in the first place, but I do find this is even easier to work with for me. I didn't have to work very hard at all blending anything. They all just kind of did their thing. I feel like the shimmers are definitely a little more impactful now, and I appreciate that because I love a good impactful shimmer. I really don't have any qualms with this palette so far. I'm having a good time with it. Obviously, I haven't played with every single shadow, so I can't tell you for sure it's like 100% perfect, but so far so good. I'm having a good time. I really like the look that I created, and I'm excited to create some more looks. Really want to do a look playing with these cool toned purples down here. I think that would be fun. So yeah, that is where we're at so far. I would love to know what you think. Are you interested in that palette? Did you already pick it up? Do you plan on picking it up? Are you passing on it? I would love to hear your thoughts. Where do you stand with Ace Beaute? Are you like me and love their formula, or are you against me and hate it? I would love to just chat about everything down below with you guys. If you made it to the end of this video, leave me an emoji relating to summer, since this is definitely a summer themed palette. If you liked this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you're not already, please hop over to my Instagram. It's BeauteBean. Follow me there. I post every single day. And don't forget to subscribe. I'm posting most days here as well. Please make sure you are continuing to stay informed with Black Lives Matter. There is a link in my description box that will take you to resources and ways in which you can help. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Okay, bye.